So here we are on a Tuesday, and I'm talking about, or thinking about, and I guess talking about the Grammys. Yeah, I haven't seen the Grammys probably in over 10 years, to be honest. I haven't actually tuned in, watched, and have been captivated by Grammys probably since Kanye was doing his shit. I think he did, Power at the Grammys and shit. It was that red suit, or nah? I used to be so fucking tuned in because it was surrounded by, or at least for what I thought as a kid growing up, surrounded by R&B, rap, punk, metal, shit. Just different genres of music that I actually really appreciated with artists that I actually really fucking appreciated and liked and listened to. So after a while, I soon to just get turned off by the Grammys. It soon just became boring with a bunch of same old cookie cutter type people. And maybe I'm wrong, but I just didn't enjoy it. So I was asked to come over to watch the Grammys. I said, yeah, sure. I'm thinking the Grammys come on at 5 and be off at 8. Bitch, I get over there. Grammys start at 8 o'clock. And they ended at 12 midnight. Supposedly it's supposed to end at 11:30, but I'm like, damn, I did not realize the Grammys was so damn long. That's why I seen everybody sipping on that champagne, gulping that shit. Hey, waiter, another glass here. Cause damn, that was like a low-key long award show. Or maybe I just am at that age to where I want shit to be wrapped up in 2 hours. But it was kind of cool to see it that long, especially with so many surprises. I thought the Grammys was low-key gonna be born on some bullshit with they saying little tricks of the trade. No, they actually entertained me and kept me tuned in. I wish they would do better as far as audio production when it comes to turning the mics up for them to actually sing and be heard, and then turning the music down a little bit, right? Because it's like, the performances were great and everything, but y'all on the mic and I can't hear nothing you saying. I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't even know what word came out your mouth because I can't hear what you're saying. The music is too loud and your voice is too low. So that kind of irritated me. But honestly, everything else I felt like kind of intrigued me. The different fashions. Now, of course, you had some people, or majority of people, looking the same. But then you had some people that stood out. Alicia Keys. I want to say Beyonce, but then I don't want to say Beyonce because she was actually kind of mute. And I don't want to say mute in a negative way because honestly, she looked good and she had a different aura to her. I felt like she was a bit more lively because I know Jay-Z was. I don't think I ever seen them that motherfucker joyous and pleased looking at an award show or any type of event. And his hair was looking good. I don't know. So I was just thinking, going into it, Beyonce not gonna be here, Jay-Z not gonna be here, I know Rihanna not gonna be here, Kanye not gonna be here. We're not gonna see these big people. But when they put the camera on Beyonce when she won that first award, I was like, I gasped. I said, hold the fuck up. And then she was there. Now, mind you, every time I see her, it looks and appears as if she is getting lighter and lighter complexion. But that's something else for who else that want to talk about it. I was really surprised at this award. Kendrick Lamar, didn't even expect him to be there either. He took home some heavy awards. I'm very, proud of him. That's good for him. You know, I don't know if people really appreciate Grammys, and I don't know if that's supposed to really mean something, but he's got that, and some big ones against some big people. Drake, what's up with that? It was nice to see Mustard up there on the stage. You know, it was nice to see people that have been doing this shit for years and years and years, and low-key put in good work because they actually love what they're doing. They take it serious and have a passion for it. So to see them winning, I'm like, okay, I appreciated that. Who else was I surprised to see? I thought I was going to see Sexy Red. I am not going to lie. I thought she was going to come out there after Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars got done doing whatever the fuck they was doing up there, because I don't even know what song that was. I seen them up there, and then I looked back and they was off. So I thought Sexy Red was gonna come through and shake some shit up, and she wasn't there. I was surprised, and I was low-key let down just a hair. I was let down just a little bit, only because I thought she would be there, because I felt like, well, if they let her on anywhere else, that would be the place that she would be, because they already got that nasty ass song out. And that's what got me. I'm like, this award show shit and the timing of everything be so weird. Getting to my conspiracy bag. I look at the show. Alicia Keys was throwing out so many motherfucking rocks. She was throwing up that rock sign harder than motherfucking Beyonce could ever. She had that hand signal on lock. Sharp as a tack, too. And she was looking kind of crispy. I low-key like the adornments and things that she had on. I was really digging that. But it's just like, people winning these different awards. What the fuck is a Dr. Dre award when that motherfucker was whooping on Michelle? Whooping on her. Now, ladies, if you know, y'all probably seen that Lifetime movie, and Lifetime can be very dramatic, but I damn sure know that she wasn't lying. Dr. Dre used to beat the sugar honey iced tea out of Michelle. But y'all got him at the Grammys, a big ass renowned spot. And y'all giving Alicia Keys, the woman that stole from Mashonda, that Swiss Beats, man, you took. Well, I'm going deep. That's how you know I'm veering off. But I'm veering off because when I sit back and think about what I consumed on Sunday, I come back and I see it as this. And they're probably like, who the fuck's Mashonda and who this and that? If you go back to Cassidy, Swiss Beats was there. Mashonda would be on the hook, the chorus singing. She was an R&B artist. I think they was married, had a child together or whatever. And then all of a sudden, Alicia Keys came around and snatched that shit. I guess they were working together and she snatched that shit. I mean, if your man can be taken, was he ever really your man? And I say no. But I tie in the Dr. Dre beating on Michelle, but he got the nerve to be giving out awards. He ain't in jail. They put the camera on J-Lo, and I was surprised as well. I was like, J-Lo? What? All these people we seeing. All these people we seeing. They should be locked up somewhere next to Diddy. Let's just be honest, because they know shit that could bust shit wide open. They said, nah, we gonna get the big ones right now. It's just crazy to see shit like this, though. We got all this stuff tied into Diddy, and everybody in this motherfucking room in the Grammys been connected to Diddy. And they still here, and they giving out awards. They giving out awards, and they winning shit. Weird stuff. And it's so fucking funny that we sit here and see on the Grammys. They then want to talk about the DEI, basically admitting to us that they've been doing people of color dirty as far as when it comes to passing out Grammys. They just throwing them to the people they want to throw them to and not actually doing it fair and properly. They came and said that shit plain and simple, but in a fancy way. All this shit be tied up. You know the angle that be tied up in? That triangle. Yeah. It may not even be called Illuminati or nothing like that. Because that's not even what they call it. You know they got probably 10 different names for it. But when you look and you see the history and how they do shit and when they do shit, the dates they do shit, who they got. What the fuck am I seeing this Sabrina Carpenter commercial about shaking that ass? Why am I seeing that 30 fucking million times? And then they throw that same song out. And then on the Grammys, they make her sing that same song and do that same song and dance. And then they go and they put Bruno Mars, tag him up, but do a Lady Gaga song. And then we go far out because Bruno Mars then did a song with the Rose Girl. I don't know what the APT, what the fuck is that? I don't know. I ain't talking shit about it. But you see how they all connected. It's weird. And then they say, all right, we gonna take the Bruno Mars, we gonna take the Lady Gaga, we gonna take the Rose chick, and we gonna go get Sexy Red. Bruno Mars already did it with Cardi B, but he was not as disgusting and sick and cold, switched the fuck up as he is in this motherfucking Sexy Red song. The fact that this fool keep talking about throwing up sets and doing gang shit and wanting to be a part of gang shit and talking shit like he's a black American in that type of culture, and you definitely not that. But y'all get a motherfucking artist, Sexy Red, who is really supposedly from the streets, do that, is known about shit like that, as well as Cardi B. You go get the real deal to pump fake on your shit to help boost them up, so you can expose them and that type of music and that type of foolishness to more people, open up more doors for that agenda, if you will, idea, thought pattern to be followed. That's insane. And the funny thing is, I didn't even come on here to talk about the Grammys in that type of way, conspiracy wise and whatnot. I didn't mean to do that. I was just gonna say some lasting thoughts on the shit so I can wrap my videos up to send them through. But a different day comes a different energy, and now looking back and thinking about it, it's like I just don't know, bro. The industry, the music industry, the entertainment industry, government, how we live, how the world turns, how it spins, how it moves, how it's supposed to work, how it's supposed to 9 to 5, how it's supposed to pay bills and do this and have a mental that's great, and a health that's great, and a spiritual support team that's great, and a physical support team with people that's gonna be there for you that's great. How you supposed to do all that and be okay in this world? How is that ran like that? I don't know. But I just got all of that from thinking about the Grammys. And I know some people probably like, what the fuck? I am very much so into conspiracy and have been since a very long motherfucking time. I promise you, that shit used to scare the hell out of me. Because I would be on YouTube or watching all type of crazy shit. Now, mind you, I know a lot of that shit is just that bullshit. And now more so than ever. But all you gotta do is turn on your motherfucking news channel. Turn on CBS and you see these award shows and shit that is spread and publicized for millions, billions, and trillions of people. The shit that I see in the day-to-day and how things are moving in the world is very much so sci-fi like. That's because people don't open up their mind to believe that the shit is going on because they so 2D. They ain't even 3D, they 2D. It's a bunch of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12D shit going on here. Motherfuckers be thinking at the spiritual world when they see people on the street going crazy and shit. That's because sometimes they seeing shit that they can't handle, that they necessarily wasn't meant to see, so they going crazy from that shit. Or they could be used and abused just like these celebrities. Gaga is back in her monster bag. Gaga is back in her evil. We gonna raise some shit, rise some shit. We not human no more. Gaga's back in that bag. Now I'm not gonna lie. Some of her, I ain't gonna lie. When Lady Gaga came out, I was fucking with it heavy. And I have ears. I'm allowed to like what I like, but you know why? I can understand it and listen to it at will, and when I should, and I will, and when I won't, I won't. But I understand the frequency and why the fuck she doing it. She's definitely talking about some other shit. Look at her videos. Look at the energy she sits in. A lot of people just don't want to believe. A lot of people are scared to believe in stuff like that, so they dismiss it. A lot of people don't give a fuck. And honestly, I think I might be sliding into, I know all about this Illuminati shit and all about what they doing and what the agenda is for the most part. And I mean, you know, I don't know the blue plans of the shit, but I've been seeing this shit, like I said, since I started going down the rabbit hole of hearing songs backwards and hearing the weird Lucifer shit and the weird stuff they would say in songs, plain blank, like just out there. People don't be listening to the lyrics nowadays because shit, sometimes you can't even understand them, so you don't know what the fuck they talking about. They saying all type of weird shit, doing all type of weird shit. Example, Lil Uzi Vert. He ain't start like that. Wearing purses and crop tops and looking like that. Like, what the fuck going on with you? Now, mind you, there's people that's actually into that type of stuff. They don't do it like that, though. They not switching, and if you gay, you gay. Come out as you are. I don't understand why you have to pretend you this way when really you that way, and then you get this certain type of audience, and then you do the switch up to get this whole other type of audience, and you a whole different entity at that point. Lil Uzi Vert is one good example, but I tell you who another is, Lil Nas X, and I will always say he's the top tier example. Now, I don't know if that rodeo bullshit song that he had was supposed to be or meant to be for kids, but all I know is a lot of motherfucking little kids like that shit. And at the time, I thought, okay, it sounded like a little kid song. I ain't never heard the full song because I don't want to hear that shit. I hear a little bit of it every single motherfucking time, and I consistently turn that shit right the fuck off. It's not my music. It's not my type. I don't like it. But then he go to making all this freaky deaky, nasty, fuck me in the butt type shit. I'm pregnant and I'm a grown ass man type shit. I'm in jail with prisoners wearing pink jumpsuits and we fucking and we in the shower type shit. How you switch from kittens and puppy dogs and coloring books to motherfucking Sexy Red busting it wide open and talk about milk mustaches and shit? How do you do that? You can't and you should not. But that's what a lot of these motherfuckers is doing. And that's why I was so shocked when I seen Bruno Mars collabing with Sexy Red in the way that he went just dirty with it. Now, I'm not talking about what Sexy Red did, because when I hear her on the song, I already know what I'm getting. She didn't surprise me. You know, she cleaned up and she was nasty. She used more words to be nasty this go round. But she didn't surprise me. What surprised me is him himself. Bruno Mars going this far into it. What he did with Cardi Red wasn't explicit and dirty and super vulgar like this. Mind you, they could have been talking about the same shit, but they classed it up in a way. But what made me have question marks is, where does Lady Gaga fit in any of this? So I guess y'all best friends now because y'all did one country song. I don't even know if that's a country song. I don't even know what the fuck that is. You know what I think I'm gonna do when I get home? I think I'm gonna do like an essay. I'm gonna do an essay on the Bruno Mars and Lady Gaga music video. The Bruno Mars and the Rose, or the Rose Young Ladies music video. And then I am going to do a music video of Sexy Red's most recent music video. And then, last but not least, I'm going to go ahead and watch Sexy Red's Bruno Mars music video. Okay? And I'm going to see what I can connect. If anything, honestly, but what the fuck is the connection Bruno Mars? I'm going to do a little research. And I'm going to come back to you. This was my random ass chat and ramble and rant about the Grammys, and I thought I was done until Doechii popped right in my head. Now, I said this before. She's not necessarily a artist I listen to. Well, she's not an artist I listen to because I don't necessarily connect or like the music that she makes. It just, like, the beats and the things that she uses, I just don't like. And that's everybody's taste and preference. And that's nothing against her, and that's nothing against me. I do appreciate the look and the aura and aesthetic she's trying to give off or whatever. But what I didn't understand was, why would she take her clothes off in her performance? Like, so what she did was, she get up there, do her little 1-2, twist her leg back, put it behind her head or whatever she did, and sing. That was cute. She comes off to me as a runway model, and I think that was very intentional, and I think that should be her lane. But what was with her taking off her clothes to reveal the super throwback old school gym girly with the weird diaper looking panties and bralette set? Why do we have to do that with the loafers? I was confused at that, and I didn't understand it, and I didn't like that part of it. Like, I don't need to see little booties and titties and shit just bouncing around for no reason. And what I thought is, I didn't think that was where she was going with it. Why does everybody have to be sexy like that? Why does everybody have to show off a little booty? Why does Sabrina Carpenter have to be fucking Betty Boop with the little t-shirt dress shit, and when she get up there and crawl a little bit and get on her hands and knees, she got a little booty and shit popping up because she ain't got no shorts and shit on? Why do we need that Charlie XCX chick, you feel me, walking through with little panties and shit on? Like, I don't get it. And my thing is, I can only accept shit like that for when it comes to Lady Gaga, because in my opinion, I don't necessarily think she's doing it for the sex appeal. She's doing it for the dance. She's a true dance disco girl. You feel me? So it's very much so a difference, because Lady Gaga don't necessarily have to be cutesy and sexy and show off this badass sex appeal, because she has the talent. She got the key. That's why she doing rituals and all this abracadabra shit, right? So I'm just saying, somebody has said they don't think that Sexy Red would be invited to the Grammys because that's just too far. And I'm like, for what the fuck they're trying to pull off with these itty bitty booties and bodies and shit? We gotta see a little ass, and we zoom in on the ass, and we zooming in on this, and we like, we don't need to see all that. Y'all might as well bring Sexy Red and do all that shit. Y'all have motherfucking Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion dropping in low and whap and all that shit. So what would be the difference? The difference is, why does it have to be sexy? Why does the performance from the woman have to be sexy? That's why, more than anything, I think the people that really did stand out to me was the young lady from Wicked. I'm sorry, I need to look up her name to actually put her name to the face. The young lady, the young black beautiful lady with the septum, sharp ass nails, Wicked. Her voice is crazy. She's a real life angel, beautiful. So she had one of the best performances because she came through classic. Not everything has to be about showing body and booty, and there's class and there's levels to this shit. She's sexy and beautiful because look at how beautiful her stature is. Look at how she's fitting into that dress, how toned she is, how dark that skin is. Fuck all that. Listen to how she sounds on that stage. She's tearing that shit up, and she looking like this is just another fucking Sunday to her. It looked so good, and it was beautiful. I appreciated that, and I appreciated Billie Eilish. Now, that's another person that I'm not a fan of her music at all. I mean, people supposedly love her, but her music doesn't do anything for me, so I don't listen to it. But I appreciate her style. Now, she's coming through with, I guess, the urban 90s, early 2000s, Y2K tomboy look, and I'm actually feeling it on her. She came through with some shit that I would wear on another motherfucking Wednesday. You feel me? So I appreciated that, and she stuck with that. She felt comfortable in it. Well, at least I thought so. Maybe. I hope so. I hope this is really her, because we hope that these people are actually people and they're giving you their real, at least presence. Just a little bit. Now, we know we're not going to get much from Beyonce, but she looked a little bit lively. Jay-Z was super lively. It just shocked me to see all these people just so cheery and happy and just hidey-ho. And I'm like, all these people should probably be questioned just for the Diddy shit and everything else, because this is crazy. Everybody in this room is connected. At least everybody that was on the lower level, you feel me? Winning awards and in the crowd and performing and touching hands and bumping elbows and fucking popping that champagne, because they was throwing that shit back. I seen y'all. Taylor Swift, I love actually seeing her at award shows and events, because she always seems like she just has a fucking good time. And I feel like if I'm there, I'm gonna have a fucking good time. If I gotta have me 2-3 glasses of champagne and motherfucking joint before I enter the room, that's what it is. But I'm sure enough gonna let you know I'm here and I'm gonna have fun. I'm not gonna do too much, but I'm gonna be happy for everybody just because I'm here in the moment. Taylor Swift always gives that. The chick from Substance, I spotted her a couple times, and every time I spotted her, she seemed shady as fuck. I don't know her name, but if you've seen the Substance movie with Demi Moore and her, great movie, by the way, very over the top. She gives very much so shady, like, bitch, go home because nobody likes your attitude, is what she gives me. And I could be wrong, but every time they put the camera on her, she had a nasty ass face. Whether somebody was performing or winning something or walking by her, it was like, okay. But it was a girls night, and it was cute. And I went into Illuminati, good things about the Grammys, and then end. I don't know where this fucking rant and ramble went to, but it went where it went, and y'all got it. How y'all got it? So I think I'm done, y'all. Let me know what y'all thought about the Grammys, and if anything else decides to pop in my head, because for some reason my conspiracy theories are starting to flood my mind again. I'm starting to pick back up on what I'm seeing in these entertainment streets again. And what Tyler and them say is getting sticky. Bye, y'all.